the opening Challenger Series event of the season. It's a good morning. Gig Cilliers alongside Kai Linder for the call as we tee up our second heat of the morning. And this one will be a fun one to call.
Date on one of our injured surfers. I'll wait till after this wave because this is the opener.
Now let's see how that opener pans out. Just a single maneuver for Jarvis Earle. And then, of course, there's the thoughts of our South African fellow surfer.
Yeah, and Jose Faulkner.
And this is a first look at Ian Gentil's opener.
Yeah, had to wait a while for that section, but he got up into the lip. Very much from the new school as we see him taking off.
Look at this wave just breathing. That one just wafts with, as Ryan Canala alluded to in the interview there. Of course, Jarvis Earle's gone well at the Challenger Series before, particularly the US Open 2 seasons back. Priority block off for Ian Gentil. He'll just keep Jarvis Earle out of that. Waves are coming in pairs. See how straight these lines are approaching. And is this one going to offer up something for it? It is. And again, a little bit of block tactics going backwards and forwards here between both Jarvis Earle and Ian Gentil. We saw Ian do a similar thing in a block and a kick out.
This looks like a little insider up against the bricks.
This is the zone where Ryan Canala found his waves in the lineup for the first heat of the morning's win. And Jarvis Earle is going to work this one through. Slightly smaller, if anything, is the criticism of that. But that is the zone up against the rocks where Ryan Canala found a 6.17 and a 5.7 in the previous heat. We'll see if perhaps Ian Gentil moves over and goes.
You're pretty keen on a free surf.
Well, approaching opportunity, priority being used by Ian Gentil. Wave stretches out, just sort of seesaws at the top of that lip there. It was going for a real sparky turn and then turned into a bit of a step float sort of approach. Either way, it's in the lip. There is an element of critical to it. And for now, Ian Gentil will replace a 0.47 as a counting score, where we are finding the peelers now as the tide falls out. Jarvis Earle, nice strong turn in the pocket. Second one comes our way. That one released a lot of energy.
We finally saw some lip line attack. Just watch this, takes off. Beautiful bottom turn, cracks it up into the lip. Manages to come all the way around and another solid second turn. He loved it. But then...
It's going to be a meaningful number. Here's the exchange as well. The tall frame of Ian Gentil around the section. Just sort of reaches out for the second turn. Sets up the third. So great exchange. Perhaps the best exchange we've seen of the heat thus far.
Line up, and he got the wave number 2. Lovely little hack to the lip, and then did so well to come around the section, throwing chunks of spray on that second carve, and managed to get the third, the 6.17, and then now he's going to be owed a score for this one. Beautiful bottom turn, whips it, gets a nice little drive down the line, a little bit of a bump there, but then absolutely canes that turn and gets a third, and just lighting up the backhand now in these little tight bowls off the bricks.
And what about Gentil in the lineup as well?
Yeah, he got into another nice bowl here too. Whips it. Oh, that was a nice powerful carve. Came right back off the bottom into another big front side rail turn and then blew the tail. And then we saw this one. Wow, that was an aggressive turn. Love how he just whips the board.
I don't have enough caffeine. I'm going to just admit that right now. You spoke about the coffee for the Dolphins. We need them as well as we get another tracking wave down the line here for Jarvis. That one's not going to pay out, but the previous one certainly did.
8.0. Yeah, he absolutely caned.
Just having a look at Jarvis Earle here. You mentioned the left-hander. Let's see how he goes to the air. It's a beautiful one, but it's not complete. Let's have a look at the recap of this heat thus far.
Really jumps out at you, but he can do them. Oh, he almost had a great-looking bow.
Still looking for a magic moment from Ian Gentil. He'll just keep turning and questioning every opportunity now. You'd have to do something absolutely spectacular in the lineup with 3.5 minutes to go. And now Jarvis Earle is going to have...
Ian Gentil showed that he can get some scores, so here he goes.
Well, Jarvis Earle did not try and block. And Gentil will just go out the back of that. Keeps questioning every opportunity.
He's got to take off on a wave that Jarvis doesn't want and really go big.
Well, he's getting all the bruised fruit in the basket here. It's all the smaller waves on the inside for Ian Gentil. Nice rasping turn, though. That's not going to knock on the door of an 8.57 requirement. World Cup soccer are not related to the outcome of this heat. Let's have a look at this last one of Ian Gentil.
Wow, just a schralping turn, dropping it there.
An 8 plus a 7, a sound job of managing and showing us where Jarvis Earle is in 2026 as he approaches this opening Challenger Series stop in Ballito.
Jarvis, you are surfing so well, but I know that heat felt like it all came down to the last few minutes. You managed to drop that 8 and 7 in what I could be exaggerating, felt like 3 minutes.
Yeah, we both sort of had a scrappy start to that heat, so it kind of put the pressure on the back end of the heat, but I was stoked. There was a little flurry through the middle and I got that 7 and 8, and then I kind of had priority for the back end of the heat, and I just tried to hold in off any sort of decent wave, yeah.
Nice, and I know that we got to catch up with Wade Carmichael during your heat. He was a little stressed in the beginning. What has your routine been with him actually over this event?
Yeah, this is my first time working with Wade. He's coming to all of the events this year, so it's super exciting. And I know we did a bit of work going into this event, and kind of just been keeping it super simple. Obviously on my back end, just try to pick some good waves and 2 big square ups, which has been working pretty well so far.
Definitely been working. And someone who was sitting with Wade during your heat, going full support, was J.Earle, screaming on your 8-point ride. He's actually in the booth now. Do you want to give him a little hello?
Shout out to J.Earle. Yeah, we've been good mates for a long time, and it's so sick, on the Challenger, just having a good Aussie crew behind you. It's feels real good coming into that, yeah.
Nice, full support, the Aussie support. And yeah, good luck for the next round. Stoked to see you get through that one. Back to you guys in the studio.